rappers. If I send the dressers, they gon' come and stretch.
What it is, it's your boys Deuce, Teddy, and LaQuell reporting with the facts, opinions, and BS straight from the top of the key. What's good?
Friday. Happy Friday, my family, my brothers.
It's a day closer till we go. That was my airplane simulation.
A lot of basketball tonight.
The most meaningful on right now.
What's that?
Lakers versus the Raptors. You know, that's that game we was talking about.
Well, oh yeah. On that regards, yeah.
Yeah.
I need these Timberwolves to lose though.
Why you need you always like an 8 seed, ain't you?
It's technically a 3-way tie.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah. I need these Timberwolves to lose, and then I think we'll go to 7. Y'all be 6.
Us? Yeah, we already 6. We got shit to do soon.
Y'all 6, we be 7, but we should be above y'all because we got the tiebreaker on y'all.
I feel like y'all do. But if y'all had the tiebreaker, y'all be sitting above us though.
That's why I don't get why because I think the Timberwolves beat us.
Because if y'all win and they lose, y'all will go to 6.
We lost though.
Oh no, y'all didn't play today.
Y'all lost yesterday.
Yeah, y'all play tomorrow. But yeah. Let's go on and get into what we got today, boy.
Oh man, we got the hot Grizzlies. Oh, y'all got them books. Y'all know y'all finna get one. Well, y'all might mess around and win. Y'all always beat the really good teams. But anyway.
And we at home, so
that don't mean nothing. But
well, we're one of the best teams at home, so it does actually mean something.
That don't mean nothing.
I know.
We got a bunch of people out here that's the clumsiest, belongs on America's Home, Funny Home Videos, NBA these past week. Everybody out here just hurting themselves.
In some way, shape, or form.
It's a ghost out there that's just out here tripping people, knocking people over.
What do we call this?
I can do bad on my lonely.
I can do bad on my lonely. So I started off with Lonzo Ball. I could do bad on my lonely. So what does that mean? That means I don't need anybody else to fuck shit up. Okay? So I got hurt around All-Star break last season. Supposed to make a debut about 10 times this season. Come to find out I need a third surgery, which now going to take me out for an additional 6 months, which takes me into next season. So I could do bad by my lonely, just duped the damn Bulls out of this money because I ain't been able to play. And them boys, Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan, ain't going to be able to get anywhere without me. But I did this all on my lonely. Lonzo Ball.
What do you do with that?
You can either one, have faith.
Clean up surgery, though.
You said what?
The third surgery is most likely just clean up surgery.
Clean up surgery that takes 6 months to recover?
Nah, I don't think it's just clean because that's what he had over the summer. He just not showing any progress. So I don't know. I don't know when it comes to Lonzo.
All right. Next on the list.
I'm gonna let one of y'all take this one. One of y'all tackle this one. Bye.
Kevin Durant.
Hey, Dizzle.
That boy went up for a layup and went nowhere.
Can you imagine watching him warm up and you watching him drive to the basket and then next thing you know, when he goes up, he goes down. Like you don't need to see him on the camera anymore. I watched that a few times. That shit's funny. It's funny. It's unfortunate for him, but it's funny because you're like, where did he go?
As a team owner, as a coach, I would just be sitting there like, man.
It ain't even nothing you could do.
Especially after him having them fire 3 games, his first 3 games with them being like promising, like, yes, we made this work. I told y'all we could have 2 scorers on the team and make it this, that, and then this. I'm like, bruh.
It's funny because it's like, what do you say?
Bruh.
What do you say at this point? Like, as an owner, as a coach, you know, it's like, all right, you gotta make sure you avoid stuff. You can't even have that conversation with what you gonna tell them. Avoid warming up before the game. Avoid doing layups.
Hey, don't lay the ball up no more. Just stay out there and shoot. Like
You just shoot.
this,
You ain't gonna lay the ball up in the game anyway.
he's always had ankle problems. His,
You know what I'm
like,
saying?
his-
Ever since his broken foot in OKC, none of his other injuries has anybody been near him when he got injured. I mean, I know it's funny now that he got injured doing warm-ups, but when he got injured on the Warriors, he was by himself on the wing. He just was about to pull up and then he just passed the ball.
Nah, he wasn't by himself when I don't know about the first time, but the second, remember he had came back.
When he came back, he was by himself.
No, he was making a drive and move on somebody.
But even then, it wasn't
nobody did that.
No
He was
collision is caused.
yeah.
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
Other than his broken foot, no injury Kevin Durant has had has been you're coming down from a pet or something, you smack, break.
Nah, the one knee
something,
injury
break.
he had when
The one against
the one like it was either this year or last year when they
Brooklyn,
came down on his leg.
yeah. When in
Other
Brooklyn,
than that,
yeah. Other than like Kevin Durant, lower extremities have been getting hurt because by the time undefeated, and after once they break the first time, and now you compensating the second time, and now you coming back a third time, fourth time.
I mean, but you also gotta chalk it up to that fragile little frame he got.
That's what I'm saying. And
we
then
seen something gruesome with Giannis, but Giannis got a lot of support around his everything he got going on. He got them muscles.
Yeah, and it's like if you want to break, it's like you're gonna keep breaking and breaking.
said
Ain't nothing,
that
and then if there's nothing
frame.
happening, it's nothing happening. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're going 78, 80% in warm-ups, 70%, and you by yourself. So if nothing's happening and you're having 2-month injuries,
I saw when I saw that.
I said he ain't played the whole season. We just was talking about that.
When I saw that, I was like, "Damn, he get old." I'm talking about.
He got old quick. It's like Derrick Rose. Like when Derrick Rose first got, it was like 3 years of amazing, and then once he got hurt the first time,
that was it.
It was like crumble.
But that's because a lot of times that happens, especially if it's on the other side of your body, because you be laboring and you be favoring. And when you're favoring, you put more stress on that other one, which wears that real quick. So when you go into it, you don't even understand how much damage you did. So
I blame a block shot on my knee injury. They'll know what block shot I'm talking about. I blame that block shot on my college knee injury. Yep. Go ahead.
Get it, Jake.
Like in practice before that, I twisted that same ankle, and my ankle always gets swollen. I went right back to practice, laboring on that left ankle, tore my right knee. Yep.
All right.
Who
next, Jonathan Kuminga. You want to do this one? I got it.
Did you see? Oh yeah, I didn't see no footage of Kuminga. You got Kuminga.
So I could do bad on my lonely. Jonathan Kuminga. Hey, it's your boy Jonathan Kuminga. I did not take any kind of learning experience from KD. I go out there and try to warm up before the game as I ought to, doing a layup. Oh shit! Why the fuck my ankle up? Now I'm out. And my team got their ass whooped by the Grizzlies, letting old ugly ass Dylan Brooks talk that shit. All because I did bad by my lonely. Ain't take nobody to hurt me but myself.
What kind of shoes he have on, I wonder?
Probably some KDs.
Had to be.
Even they was going in on them KDs. He's like, ain't nothing about his shoe. It's simply the fact that they low tops. Like, what happened to athletes wearing ankle support?
Yeah, that's what it's got. Cause I want to know what kind of shoes Buddy had on.
I can't do low tops. Fuck that.
Last but not least,
who we got last but not least? You take that one.
Ja Morant.
Ja Morant, you can take that one.
I can do bad by my lonely. He ruined his whole career by himself. He ain't no injury, no nothing. Fully healthy, watching from the crib. He ain't even doing this while he out on injury. Like, he ain't even like bored and doing this. You just played tonight. So when it comes to him from pulling out guns at the club to waving the gun around on your Instagram. Who's this for?
The streets.
Yeah, I think you're nowhere near the streets. Not because you didn't grow up there, but because for 7 months of your life, you're on the road being you're already 6'3". I don't care what room you walk in, you're 6'3". You automatically raise eyes. You're not wearing anything cheap. Your jewelry ain't cheap. The car you pull up in ain't rapper. You don't have rapper money. You have NBA money.
You
That's
got endorsement
totally different.
money.
You got endorsement money. Nothing about you is not noticeable. You know what I'm saying? You don't walk in the club and he's just a tall 6'3" dude. You're a tall 6'3" dude with the nice jewelry, the nice clothes you walked in with. You
Entourage.
really got money. Got your entourage. You got all of that. Everywhere you go, you Ja Morant. Why are you? Who's it for? Like, even the people in the streets be look at you like, bro, what you doing? Bro? Like the street nigga looking at you like, bro, what are you doing? like they look at you like that. Like, what are you doing? Like, oh, bro, you soft. Bro, you an NBA player. You crossed over to soft hard. You got a game tomorrow. It ain't even like what you in the streets.
You getting ready for the playoffs.
We just watched you before we came to the club. We were just watching you hoop. We know you got a game tomorrow. We know you with Nike. We know what your contract look like. We know who you dating. Who is this for?
Look,
ego or something. It gotta be like.
Bro, it's the persona. Because even I was watching the interview when somebody like, what game you played? Like, nothing but GTA. And his response, you could tell he do it for the vine. You know what I'm saying? He do it for the vine. It's like, bro, show me the videos of Ja when he paying for somebody food at a restaurant, or when the lady go crazy because she realizes Ja. Show me the videos when you been a good Samaritan, out on a humanitarian mission or something. Stop with all the nonsense, bro. Just stop. But hey, I'm gonna let you go on the state of line. What's this we doing?
Bad by my
mama.
And that's what he did all on his lonely. Bro. And you know what's crazy? I'm reading right here. The Grizzly talked to him before the damn video.
Yeah, Steve Adams had a whole team here. Bro, listen, the more and more I look at people like that, the more and more I say there'll never be another Derrick Rose, bro. His MVP third year in the league. And this third year in the league doing this, like there'll never be nobody that was that focused.
But you that see early, like you see
that ready.
Derrick Rose came from Chi-Town. He ain't had to put on no facade.
That's what I'm saying. He was really,
you know what I'm saying. D. Lillard came from Oakland.
And he
ain't
was
had to put on no facade
in Chicago. You gotta bring your boys to Denver. He really lived here. And he was like, there will never, third year in the league MVP. Dominating the league. You a highlight reel, but you ain't Derrick Rose.
Yeah.
You ain't really pushing the envelope and got LeBron skirt.
You seen that gift? You seen that gift? It was it said Derrick Rose looking at Ja Morant like, you wasting the set of two perfectly good knees.
Bruh. Like, Derrick Rose was on a different mission as a hooper. Fuck all that. He already was from that. He was really from that. I ain't got to pretend. I don't need to show you we got guns. They really got them. We really in the arena with these. I'm trying to win, bro. Like, it's a whole, and he wasn't talking about it. He was really being about it. The same little highlights Ja got, go look at Derrick Rose highlight tape and say,
hey, they say Ja gonna be the first NBA player forced out the NBA for a thug and addiction.
Bro, he tripping, bro. He tripping.
Yeah, he need to just stick to playing ball, bro.
May get a chance.
You just want most.
But hold on. Before we get
got
out
a
of
lot to
it,
do.
did you see what Paul Pierce said?
Uh-uh.
Paul Pierce was defending him. He was like, all of y'all need to shut it up. Y'all don't understand what that man going through. Because I know after I got stabbed, I carried a gun with me everywhere I went. I'm like, Paul Pierce, shut the fuck up.
You ain't never got stabbed.
Paul Pierce did get stabbed.
No, I'm talking about job.
Oh, job. But no, I'm saying like this ain't got nothing to do with that. Paul Pierce, when you got stabbed, you wasn't on Instagram filming yourself playing with a damn gun in the club. It don't matter. Ain't nobody talking about Ja having. We don't care that Ja had a gun. If somebody was like, Ja carry guns, I'd be like, I wouldn't doubt it. That's all you're gonna get out of me if you're gonna get anything. We don't care about that. Second Amendment, motherfucker. We talking about you playing with guns. We talking about you fighting 17-year-olds. We talking about your entourage trying to shoot up the Pacers bus. We talking about this persona you trying to portray. Paul Pierce, when you was in the NBA, you was about your dollars.
Yeah.
You wasn't about putting on a persona.
Yeah, because you got to think the only reason you're in trouble is because you had the gun in Denver. So that means you had to get on
The only reason you're in trouble
because you showed it. Nobody would have known.
And because you showed
doing this.
Yeah,
with a gun. That's why you in
might
trouble.
have had his gun with him all the time, but you wasn't showing your gun. So now that he shows his gun in Denver, now the NBA is going to investigate. Did you bring a gun on the NBA plane?
Mm-hmm.
How did you get this gun to Denver? So now they're going to do their due diligence because of other gun stuff that's happened in the NBA. Gilbert Arenas and the rest of these fools. Go back to the 80s. Everybody had a gun with them in the locker room and alcohol, and they was doing coke. Talking about they better than the NBA now. Where you was coked out in the NBA, like in the game.
Hey, look, John Morant got the NBA going in a whole different direction. Got Sean Kemp doing drive-bys now.
Bro, it's going back to the 80s.
My bad, Sean Kemp. My bad.
Early
My
90s.
bad.
Like
they didn't let him go. He was acting in
the
self-defense. That's what he said. He was acting in self-defense.
Bro, you shouldn't be in places where you need to defend yourself when you're worth $100 million.
I mean, stuff. It finds you. Stuff finds you.
No, the strip club don't find you.
Yeah,
the strip club in Denver don't find you after you play Denver.
No, I'm saying like anything can happen.
You could have went to your hotel, got on the flight in the morning, and left. You had to seek something out after the game. Y'all don't have no NBA veteran over there. Y'all can take $1 back. Y'all ain't got no NBA veteran. All of y'all competing for who?
And during the season, trouble. I mean, trouble finding you is because you probably going to look for it during the NBA season. You pretty protected pretty well.
Well, y'all only heard of who? Y'all only in this city.
So who? Go back to the hotel. That's
Why do you have a gun in the club? Job, it don't make sense.
Hey, they need to get with
Dylan Brooks.
Hey,
you're the first option.
What he need to do is get with players like Tyler Murray, like DeAndre Ayton, and them other motherfuckers that be gaming. That's who he need to get with. Motherfuckers that be gaming after the game. What you doing, 2K? Call of Duty.
Bro, it's like he I don't know. I don't get him.
Hey, I would say out of this,
because AI was really in trouble early, like real trouble. He carried himself. Everybody in the league was like, "Oh, he dressed a certain way. He do this." You would have never caught AI with a fucking gun. He knew
it was. Think he had guns?
But you think exactly? Do you think he had them with him? Do you think the entourage they was kicking out had them with? But it would have never. They already was on his head too much for him to slip up in that way. The dress code, the tattoo, it's job. You got too much going to be pulling out a gun in Denver, bro. Bro, look at the name of where you pulling out a gun at. You're in Denver, bro.
AT. I'm talking to John Morant's dad, AT Morant. Pull out your damn belt and whoop his ass. He is not too old. Bro, whoop his ass.
He wouldn't even got in trouble if he pulled the gun out in Atlanta. He wouldn't have got in trouble if he pulled it out in Miami. Pull it out in anywhere. You're in Denver.
He would have got in trouble anyway.
He got in trouble because the NBA ain't
yeah, he got in trouble anyway.
But you're in Denver. You're doing this in Denver, bro.
You shouldn't be doing it at
You
all.
shouldn't be doing it at all.
Don't
but
put it
like,
on social media.
Yeah.
Because even Instagram don't be. they may suspend your account. We don't
Yeah.
like that. We don't like that code of conduct.
They said you ain't no female with your ass out. Ban him.
Right.
my whole team is a female with their ass up.
Cheeks.
Ain't won nothing. Talk like they gonna talk themselves into a championship. They gonna talk
I
themselves
happy
into
when
it.
somebody was like, "Hey, why ain't nobody in his entourage?" Like, and I'm like, "Bro, that's what I'm saying." Like, somebody in his crew should have been like, "Nah, bro, we not
Cause
doing
bro,
that."
it's too much. It's too many. I ain't never seen a bunch of people where somebody winning and all the people around you just letting you do dumb stuff. It ain't no crew like that. I don't care what nobody say. I know us. I know us, bro. Somebody gonna say something, Job.
But it takes you back to when Soldier Boy came out and A-Rab was next to him and telling him he had bars, bro. We used to talk about that all the time. I'd never be an A-Rab telling you rhyming dog with frog was hard. That's a lot of these modes. There's a lot of them out there that's like that. They sitting back and like, yeah, they're gonna let you crash out. They can even see it and be like, yeah, they're gonna let you crash out.
But they eating off of him. So if they crash out, it's like, bro, you messing up my little money I'm skimming off of you. They don't even see that.
Nah,
like, I'm living in your house. I'm eating your food. I ain't worked in 8 months. I'm literally just jobbing my homeboy.
They all from the same neck of the woods. They all think the same and do dumb stuff. So the ones that is closest, the ones that's closest to him, they tend to think alike and move alike. But they don't have that money and that fame and that power and that position to even think clearly like, hey, I can't be doing this and that. Nah. We still look at Ja like he the little boy from back in the day. They don't look at Ja like how us as NBA fans look at Ja. This bad influence on top of bad influence. But to be truthful, I don't even think his daddy probably be telling him like somebody should have been, but that's enough giving that man his energy. This show ain't about Ja Morant. On to the next. We're going to do Coach of the Year. Who are our picks for Coach of the Year? I'll start us off. I got 2 of them, but I'm going to have to just pick one. I'm going to probably go with Mike Brown for the Kings. I feel like this man has turned that entire franchise all the way around. They got the longest playoff drought at 16 years now, I believe. And they are going to make the playoffs this year unless the world ends tomorrow. The Kings will be in the playoffs this year. So that'll end their drought. Now, what are they going to do there? They ain't got no real veterans in there on that team that's been through the playoffs like that. So I don't know what they're going to do, but the fact that they're making it to the playoffs, somebody going to get some bonuses. Hey, shout out to Mike Brown for turning that team around, taking that young core. And not only is they going to the playoff, but they've been balling regular season. Like they've been winning games. They got a solid record. They've been beating people. This ain't a luck thing. This is a skill thing with these guys in their core. And they doing what they doing. They even got a MVP candidate. I mean, he ain't top 5, but I know he's at least an honorable mention. Sabonis is an honorable mention in the MVP candidates. We know he's not going to win it, but still, that's saying a lot. That is saying a definite lot for that team. So I definitely got to give it to Mike Brown. I'm going to have to go with
him. Mine would have been Mike Brown as well, but I'm gonna give credit to Coach Bud. I think that's the coach of the Nuggets.
The who?
The Nuggets coach.
Malone.
Mike Malone.
Yeah, so I'm gonna give him credit because, of course, you're going to be a better team when you have all your players back. But managing players and still being able to manage the underperformance of expectations from certain players, like we expect Michael Porter Jr. to be better than what he is right now. We expected, even though Aaron Gordon has been solid, you expected kind of a secondary role where he's going to be averaging more rebounds than he is, shooting the 3 better than he is. And with Jamal Murray come back, any player that's coming back is still coming back. So being able to manage those things and still put a winning product on the floor because you still got that anchor that without Michael Porter Jr. some of these games last couple of years, without Jamal Murray the last couple of years, without Aaron Gordon the first year before he got traded here, this guy has been able to keep this team and this franchise in playoff contention while playing at 3 years straight MVP level. Yeah, you're gonna be good getting your players back, but you still got to coach those players. Steve Kerr has the defending champions. You got the players, even though we've been injured, but Steve Kerr has coached us to some of these losses as well.
I mean, I wouldn't.
You still gotta win games.
You speaking somewhat of facts, but I don't think that's coach of the year. His team been pretty consistent over the last 5 years, like, and then the last
they ain't been the number one team. They've been 6, 5, 6.
They've been in the playoffs. They've had the MVP and they've been in the playoffs. And a lot of times, coach of the year is coaches that turn franchise 180 around, got the first and second best record, which is probably the only difference with the Nuggets. They actually got the first best record in the West right now. So, but they've been pretty consistent. Then you have a 2-time, finna be 3-time back-to-back MVP. I mean, I'm not saying coach ain't did nothing, but that ain't really.
You gotta give it to him because even with the Kings was turning over when Sabonis got traded last year. The Kings went on.
But they didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah, they were already.
This is 180 degrees
before the
I'm saying this is
trade. They were so far.
They weren't. They didn't work their way up to number. They've been pretty much solidly at the top all season.
Yeah, they made some good moves.
They wouldn't like the Warriors, the Warriors, the Mavericks, the Clippers, the Suns. They've been up and down, 15th seed, 12th seed or whatever. Now they in 6th, 5th. Them boys has been top 5 all season. And when he came in this year, he completely turned that team all the way around. Like, that is the most drastic turnaround that we've had this year. So
also he wouldn't be winning if Zion doesn't get hurt.
He'd still be top 5 because even when Zion was there, the Kings were top 5.
The Kings were
so the Kings might not be number 3.
The Kings were 12. So
the Kings were 12. Listen, what I'm saying is, coach of the year. If Zion,
they still would be at least top 4. They were 12 last year. Top 4. But I would say Mike Brown. Or Joe Mazzulla.
That's what my second guess was.
Yeah, Joe Mazzulla.
When he came over.
That's who I would say. And the polls say Mike Brown, number 1, Joe Mazzulla, number 2, Mike Malone, number 3, JB Bickerstaff, number 4, Taylor Jenkins, number 5.
The only reason JB fell off is because the Cavs kind of went down.
Yeah.
A little bit. But they started off so much on fire. He was in the playoff. He was number 1 coming up, but
so I think Mike Brown has it hands down because you got the Kings who ain't been anything since like Doug Christie days. They was 12th seed last year and they ain't been to the playoffs in like 20 years. And you got to think it's his first year coaching this team. So it ain't like when Steve Kerr took over the Warriors. You had that culture already there. They already built it. It ain't like when Steve Nash took over for the Nets. You got this star-studded team that you just put together. It's not like anything like that. He got this team that just came together. When you talk about Sabonis joining, Halliburton out,
Kevin
Huerter.
Kevin Huerter getting
they got Kevin Huerter mid-season this year. So that's
Kevin Huerter beginning of the year.
They got Malik Monk
mid-season. They got Malik Monk.
They got him at the beginning of the season. He came over from the Lakers the offseason.
Kevin Huerter came over in the beginning too. Kevin Huerter been there.
Okay. Yeah. So, but that team pretty much just got together. And so to see them function that way, they don't have any superstars. And, I mean, I think he's running away with it. So we going to see. We all pretty much
make himself a superstar.
We all pretty much said Mike Brown, and we try to give other names because there's other people who you could mention, but we all know Mike Brown. So talking about the Kings, are they really legit?
It's too hard to say because we got to see what they do in the playoffs. But according to the regular season, I feel like they're a solid team.
Yeah.
I feel like they've proven themselves. They've beaten great teams. They've
Mhm.
beaten bad teams like they're supposed to, and they beat great teams. So how does that transpire into the playoffs? I ain't really sure because they lack that leadership
That
of people
experience.
that been in the playoffs and ran through.
Yeah.
With the exception of their coach, like who's actually played in
Yeah.
that atmosphere for 7 games under that type of pressure.
Because
We
right
all know
now,
that. Go
you
ahead.
got the Kings at number 2 right now in the West. They tied at number 2 with the Grizzlies. So
Yeah.
you got to think the way the NBA functions today, they have the perfect mate. They got a scoring point guard who can also facilitate, and he's the fastest one out there. And then you got a 5 who can stretch the hell out of the floor and they can pass. So when you
And
got those
rebound.
2 pieces, and then
And
you got the
rebound.
in-between pieces, you got shooters. Like everybody pretty much can shoot. You know, everybody
But
bought into the
like you
system.
say, it's on paper. You know what I'm saying? And they proven it all year, but when it goes into the playoffs, that's a whole different ball.
So that's why I'm saying I think
I want to say they legit.
yeah.
I want to say they legit because do you see them losing in the first round?
You don't think they
see them
legit?
losing in the first round?
No, I see every other team has guys who are playoff. When it's scripted in the playoffs, every other team has a guy that does this every night. See, they have 2 guys and they have Herder. So some nights Sabonis gonna go have a 20, 15, and 7. Some nights Fox gonna have 25 and 6. Sometimes Herder gonna hit 5 threes. It's rare that they all do it the same night. Kawhi and Paul George gonna show up together
and losing the playoffs every time.
That's fine. Steph and the Warriors gonna show up at the same time. AD and LeBron gonna show up at the same time.
So as of right now, we got hold on. As of right now,
legit because they not gonna show up every.
But hold on. As of right now, we got the Kings going against the Warriors in round 1. Yeah, home court advantage.
They not showing up. The Warriors gonna show up. If Steph shows up, Fox gonna have to show up 7 games. Sabonis gonna have to show up 7 games because you know who gonna show up all 7 games. Ain't it Steph gonna show up all 7 games.
Right. So because you know the tiebreaker, y'all own the tiebreaker. So the Clippers at 5, the Dallas Mavericks at 6, and the Warriors at 7.
Oh, so
every other team got a guy that show up every night. Luka show up every night. Kyrie show up every night. Booker show up every night.
Not in the playoffs.
He should.
If this, I'm gonna say this.
Even Jokic.
If the Kings see the Warriors,
every night
if the Kings see the Warriors in the first round, they won't make it out the playoffs. I would say that. I would give that. If they play the Timberwolves in the first round, I could see them beating the Timberwolves in the first round.
If they play the Lakers, can they beat the Lakers?
Yes, they can beat the Lakers this year. Because you don't know
if they play the Pelicans, can they beat the Pelicans?
Yes, this year they can beat the Pelicans because Zion won't be back in full.
All right. So look, bring that to an end. It's my time to rock. Y'all said what y'all had to say, and whatever you didn't say is left unsaid. You feel me? So we got a few minutes left in it. We're going to bring this Would You Rather segment. I think I got some rather intriguing, interesting, debating topics to put out there on the table for y'all to eat up. So number 1, would you rather, if you're an NBA team, pick whatever team you want to be, would you rather lose by 2 or to get blown out?
Rather lose by 2.
Yeah.
It's easy. I don't care what the game started.
Would you rather lose by 2 behind a bad decision or get blown out?
I'd rather lose 2 by a bad decision.
Okay. Because I thought about that. And I see some
small things.
I see some stuff and I'm just like, I'd rather just be in a place where I ain't had no chance of winning rather than to lose because you just turn that damn ball over because now I'm pissed the fuck off about that one play.
You know what you got to work on, that one specific play.
I mean, in a blowout, I can know what I got to work on too. Take care of that damn ball.
A blowout, y'all just suck.
So,
it's a lot of sucky bad basketball.
All right, so pick whatever team you want in the finals. Would you rather face the Bucks or the Celtics?
In the finals, I'd rather face the Celtics.
Yeah, you take the Celtics?
I'd rather face the Celtics.
Giannis in the finals. Is any undefeated?
I mean, he only won once.
That's what I'm saying. Any undefeated?
Yeah.
and he scored 50 points in a game, 6 or 7. It's something. Yeah, I'm
JT
good.
can give you 52.
He ain't get it in the finals, did he? I don't want that. I don't want Giannis. If I had to choose,
I'd rather go
Celtics.
against JT too. Give me Jason and Jalen. They'll shoot themselves out of game. Giannis ain't taking that bitch to the hoop.
Giannis is a black guy.
Yeah.
I'll take my chances from the 3 with them two.
All right. Y'all ready? Would you rather have for your coach, whatever team you own, for your coach, would you rather have Greg Popovich or Phil Jackson?
For our style of play, we as us Northheads, give me Phil.
Yeah.
Give me
Phil?
Yep.
So why would you pick Phil? What does he do for
that
you?
triangle. We're gonna run that triangle. It's gonna work for us.
Okay.
Bell gonna score them all day.
When
we play,
I'm a
we
shooter.
go
I'm a
Exactly.
shooter, so I dig the Spurs.
We don't have
offense.
twin towers. We don't have twin
Yeah,
towers.
I
We don't
dig the
need
Spurs
that.
offense a lot better because it's the Warriors offense.
Yeah.
It's the
With shooters.
It's like when they had Patty Mills and Bellinelli and they had Ginobili, they had shooters. It was pass. They led the league in assists. Steve Kerr then transferred from the Spurs organization to the Warriors.
Yeah.
And we just don't have Tim Duncan. We got Draymond. So,
Yeah.
I'll take our offense.
Your offense?
I'll take our offense, yeah. The Warriors
So you got Greg and he got Phil.
Yeah.
Say no more. Hey y'all, it's
Man, you
been
don't need
real.
Shaq.
It's been real fun. Make sure
You
y'all
don't?
like, comment,
You don't need Shaq.
subscribe,
He
share.
didn't have a Shaq
your
with
boy
Bulls.
Deuce.
He didn't have a
Aquarium
Shaq with
the
the
facts,
Bulls.
He just had
opinions,
Michael
BS,
Jordan.
straight from the top of the key.
Exactly.
Be blessed,
He had
be
Kobe.
loved,
What are
be
you
out. Just
saying?
don't be a
You're
fool.
right.
We got Dale.
Don't do bad all
That's
by
what we
your
need.
lonely. I
We got
see that.
Dale.
Pop has won.
We don't need a big man. You don't
Pop
have to have
has
a big
won,
man.
in my opinion, with lesser talent.
You talk ready? Hope you pack shit up with God, cause we gon' bless you. Let it burn, you gon' get it back. These just my confessions. Stay in traffic, can't get picked off like no shit and duck. Keep one in the tuck. Wife be mad, but bet she still gon' fuck. Don't speak